Welcome to the class of geography. Chapter is composition and structure of atmosphere. Let us study about composition of atmosphere. The vast expanse of air which envelop the earth all round is called atmosphere. Air is essential for the survival of all organisms, and the air of the atmosphere is colorless, odorless and tasteless. Now definition: atmosphere, it is the mixture of different gases and it envelopes the earth all around. It is essential for the survival of all organisms. Now composition of atmosphere. Atmosphere is mixture of many gases and there are water vapor and dust particles also, and it is composed of different gases which are nitrogen, oxygen, argon, carbon dioxide, neon, helium, ozone, hydrogen, methane, etc. The maximum area or maximum share is nitrogen gas, that is 78.08%, then oxygen 20.95%, then argon, that is 0.93%, carbon dioxide 0.03% and other gases. So first we will discuss about nitrogen. Nitrogen forms the largest proportion of atmosphere, and important features of nitrogen are: nitrogen regulates the combustion and avoid quick burning and generate protein in the plant. So there are two important features. First, regulate combustion, and second, avoid the quick burning, and third, generate protein in the plant. Next gas is oxygen. Oxygen is life giver gas and help in burning. Next, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide gas, this is the heaviest gas and confined to lower layer only, although it can be found up to the height of 32 km in small quantity. It is the most essential gas for the growth of vegetation, as well as this is responsible for greenhouse effect. What is greenhouse effect? Daytime it is transparent for insolation, and at the night time it is opaque for terrestrial radiation. Terrestrial radiation, the heat emitted by earth at night time. So it is responsible for greenhouse effect. And last gas is ozone. Ozone absorb ultraviolet rays which are very harmful for human being. So it is very important layer or important gas, ozone. Next, water vapors. Water vapors, these found at the average height of 30 kilometer, and the average amount of water vapor is nearly 2% of atmosphere by volume. The amount of water vapor decreases with the altitude. As height increase, amount of water vapor decreases. Next component is dust particle. When air blows as wind with sufficient speed, it carries large quantity of dust particle and keeps them suspended in it. Dust particle can suspended in the air. They are derived from different sources. These sources are sea salt, fine soil, smoke soot, ash and dust. Now, structure of atmosphere. Now, broadly we can divide atmosphere into two parts. First is homosphere and second is heterosphere. Homosphere means that is formed by uniform type of, means same type of chemical composition. That's why it is known as homosphere. Heterosphere means this layer has different type of chemicals, so that is known as heterosphere. Heterosphere and homosphere. Homosphere mein beta there are three layers: troposphere, stratosphere and mesosphere. And in heterosphere there are two layers: ionosphere and exosphere. First we will discuss about homosphere, and in homosphere most important layer is troposphere. Troposphere, this is the lowermost layer of atmosphere. Its average height is 8 kilometer. Its average height is 13 kilometer, but it is In near pole it is thinner and on equator it is thicker. Poles in near poles it is 8 kilometer and on equator it is 18 kilometer. It contains dust particle and water vapors. All changes of climate and weather takes place in this layer. That's why it is very important layer. Next, temperature decreases, very important part of this layer. Temperature decreases at the rate of 1 degree Celsius for every 160 meter height. It means as 165 meter height will increase, 1 degree Celsius temperature will decrease. Now, next layer is stratosphere. It extends up to the height of 50 kilometer. Before this, there is one narrow layer between the stratosphere and troposphere. That thin layer is known as tropopause. Now, stratosphere extend up to the height of 50 kilometer. Temperature remain constant up to the height of 20 kilometer, and that's why it is important for aircraft. Stratosphere, it contains the ozone layer also. Ozone layer absorb ultraviolet rays. So in this layer temperature start increasing, and uppermost limit of stratosphere is known as stratopause. Next is mesosphere. It lies above the stratosphere, extend up to the height of 80 kilometer. Upper limit of mesosphere is known as mesopause. Once again, temperature start decreases with height. For in stratosphere, temperature start increasing, but in mesosphere, temperature again start decreases with height. Now, ionosphere, 80 to 400 kilometer above the mesosphere, and it contains electrically charged particle. Very important, electrically charged particles are known as ions. That's why it is known as ionosphere. Radio waves transmitted from the earth are reflected back to the earth through this ionosphere. So on the earth's surface different type of transmissions are possible due to ionosphere. Temperature start increasing with height. And last sphere is the uppermost layer of atmosphere extending beyond the ionosphere above the height of 400 kilometer is known as exosphere. Thank you.